Heart health is at the core of our overall well-being, yet many of us overlook the subtle signs that our heart might be in trouble. As a healthcare professional with years of experience, I've seen firsthand how recognizing these signs early can make all the difference between prevention and a life-threatening emergency. In this video, we're going to dive deep into the 8 key warning signs of a heart attack, many of which might surprise you, and how they often manifest in ways that are easy to dismiss. We'll also explore practical, evidence-based prevention strategies, from nutrition and exercise to stress management, that can help you safeguard your heart health. Finally, we'll emphasize the importance of listening to your body, taking proactive steps, and adopting a heart-healthy lifestyle starting today. Whether you're here to learn for yourself or to support someone you care about, this video will equip you with essential knowledge to protect your most vital organ, your heart. Some of these might surprise you, but by the end of this video, you'll understand why you must listen to these 8 signs of a heart attack. If you want to make the most of your golden years, this is information you can't afford to miss. Stay until the end, because the final point we'll cover is something almost everyone forgets, and it could make all the difference. I know you're someone who enjoys watching videos quietly, but please give me a like because you're a kind person. If the video is helpful, comment 1. If it's not good enough or needs improvement, comment 2. Thank you, everyone. 1. Heartburn or indigestion. Let's talk about something many of us have experienced at one point or another: heartburn or indigestion. Now, I know what you're thinking. Isn't that just from eating too much pizza or spicy food? And yes, sometimes it is. But here's the thing. When it comes to your heart, it's not always that simple. Heartburn or indigestion can sometimes be a subtle warning sign of a heart attack, especially if it feels different from what you've experienced before. For instance, imagine you've just finished dinner and you feel a burning sensation in your chest. It might seem like typical heartburn, but if that discomfort spreads to your jaw, neck, or back, or if it's paired with nausea, sweating, or shortness of breath, it could be your heart trying to tell you something more serious. The tricky part is that these symptoms can overlap with common digestive issues, so it's easy to brush them off. Here's a tip. Pay attention to when and how these symptoms show up. If you notice they occur during physical activity, emotional stress, or even while you're just sitting quietly, it's worth taking seriously. Your body has a way of sending signals when something isn't right, and it's up to us to listen. So, what should you do? First, don't panic. Take a moment to assess how you're feeling. If the symptoms persist or feel unusual, don't hesitate to call for medical help. It's always better to be cautious than to ignore something that could be life-threatening. And if you're someone who frequently experiences heartburn or indigestion, consider keeping a symptom journal. Write down what you ate, how you felt, and any patterns you notice. This can help both you and your doctor better understand what's going on. Remember, your heart is your most important muscle. Even something as seemingly minor as heartburn deserves your attention if it feels off. You know your body better than anyone else, so trust your instincts and don't be afraid to act. After all, taking care of your heart today means more time for the things and the people you love tomorrow. 2. Unusual fatigue. Let's talk about something many of us brush off: feeling tired. Sure, we all get tired now and then. It's part of life. But there's a difference between being tired because you stayed up late or had a busy day and feeling an overwhelming, unexplained exhaustion that just doesn't make sense. This kind of fatigue could be your body's way of telling you something isn't right with your heart. Imagine this. You wake up in the morning after a full night's sleep, but instead of feeling refreshed, you're completely drained. Or maybe you notice that simple tasks like climbing a flight of stairs or carrying groceries suddenly feel like running a marathon. That's not normal, and it's not something to ignore. For women especially, this kind of persistent fatigue can be one of the earliest and most subtle signs of a heart problem. So, what's going on here? When your heart isn't working as efficiently as it should, your body has to work harder to pump blood and deliver oxygen to your muscles and organs. That extra effort can leave you feeling completely wiped out, even if you haven't done much. Here's what you can do. Start paying attention to patterns. Is this fatigue something new? Does it seem to come out of nowhere? If the answer is yes, it's time to take it seriously. Don't just chalk it up to stress or getting older. Schedule a checkup with your doctor. Share what you're experiencing and ask for a thorough evaluation of your heart health. And while you're at it, take a moment to reflect on your daily habits. Are you getting enough sleep? Are you eating foods that fuel your body or ones that drain your energy? Are you moving your body regularly, even if it's just a short walk? Sometimes small lifestyle changes can make a big difference in how you feel. Remember, your energy is like a barometer for your health. If something feels off, trust your instincts. Your body is incredibly smart. It's always giving you clues. The key is to listen and take action before it's too late. You deserve to feel strong, energized, and ready to take on the day. Don't settle for anything less. 3. Sleep disturbances. Let's talk about something many of us might overlook. Our sleep. Sleep is one of the most important ways our body restores itself, but it's also a window into our overall health, especially our heart health. If you're having trouble falling asleep, staying asleep, or waking up feeling like you didn't get any rest, it might not just be stress or a busy mind. It could be your heart trying to tell you something. For example, have you ever woken up in the middle of the night feeling short of breath, or maybe even gasping for air? That's not something to brush off. It could be a sign that your heart isn't pumping blood as efficiently as it should, which can cause fluid to back up in your lungs. Similarly, if you're dealing with sleep apnea, where your breathing stops and starts during sleep, it puts extra strain on your heart and increases your risk of heart problems over time. Even something as simple as tossing and turning all night or feeling unusually restless could be connected to your heart. When your heart isn't functioning well, it can affect the oxygen levels in your body, making it harder to relax and drift into deep, restorative sleep. So, what can you do? Start by paying attention to your body. If you're waking up tired every day, or if your partner notices you snoring loudly or struggling to breathe at night, it's worth talking to your doctor. Simple lifestyle changes like maintaining a consistent sleep schedule, avoiding heavy meals or caffeine before bed, and creating a calm, comfortable sleeping environment can help. But don't stop there. If these issues persist, getting a sleep study or a full checkup can uncover any underlying heart-related concerns. Remember, sleep isn't just about feeling rested. It's a vital part of keeping your heart healthy and strong. By taking your sleep seriously, you're taking an important step toward protecting your overall health. So tonight, as you lay down to rest, think of it as an act of self-care for your heart. You deserve it. 4. Mild shortness of breath. Have you ever found yourself feeling out of breath after doing something that used to feel easy? Like climbing a flight of stairs, walking to your car, or even just sitting still. Mild shortness of breath can sneak up on you, and it's often easy to brush it off as nothing serious. Maybe you think, "Oh, I'm just out of shape," or "I'm probably just tired." But here's the thing. When your heart isn't pumping blood as efficiently as it should, your body might not be getting the oxygen it needs, and this can leave you struggling to catch your breath. This doesn't mean every moment of breathlessness is a sign of a heart attack, but it's something you shouldn't ignore, especially if it happens out of nowhere or becomes more frequent. For example, if you find yourself short of breath while resting or lying down, that could be a red flag. This is sometimes called paroxysmal nocturnal dyspnea. which is a fancy way of saying you wake up in the middle of the night gasping for air. It's scary, isn't it? But it's also your body trying to tell you something important. So, what can you do about it? Start by paying attention to patterns. Does the shortness of breath happen during specific activities, or is it random? Does it come with other symptoms like chest discomfort, dizziness, or fatigue? If you notice these things, it's time to talk to your doctor. And don't wait. It's always better to be safe than sorry. In the meantime, small lifestyle changes can help support your heart and lungs. Try gentle exercises like walking or yoga to improve your stamina over time. Focus on breathing deeply, especially when you're feeling stressed or anxious, as shallow breathing can make everything feel worse. And remember, your body is your best guide. If something feels off, trust your instincts and seek medical advice. Listening to your body is one of the most powerful ways to protect your heart. Pain or discomfort in the jaw or neck. Did you know that pain in your jaw or neck could actually be a warning sign of a heart attack? It's true, and it's one of those symptoms that's easy to overlook or brush off as something minor. Maybe you felt a dull ache in your jaw after a long day, or noticed some tension in your neck and thought, it's probably just stress or bad posture. While that might be the case, it's important to pay attention if this discomfort feels unusual, comes on suddenly, or doesn't seem to have a clear cause. Heart-related jaw or neck pain often doesn't feel sharp or stabbing. It's more like a pressure, tightness, or an ache that lingers. It may even radiate from your chest, moving upward toward your throat, jaw, or ears. For example, you might feel like there's a weight pressing on your throat or a strange sensation running along your jawline. What's tricky is that it might not happen alongside chest pain, which is why so many people don't connect it to their heart. Here's a simple tip. If you feel this kind of discomfort, especially if it's paired with other symptoms like shortness of breath, lightheadedness, or nausea, don't ignore it. Take a moment to stop what you're doing, check in with your body, and ask yourself, does this feel normal for me? If the answer is no, it's worth seeking medical attention. And let's not forget, prevention is key. If you're someone who experiences frequent neck or jaw tension, try simple exercises like gentle neck stretches or jaw relaxation techniques. These can help with everyday stress, but they won't mask a heart-related issue. The bottom line? Listen to your body. Even the smallest signs can be your heart's way of asking for help. 6. Dizziness or feeling. Lightheaded. Have you ever stood up too quickly and felt a little dizzy? While that's usually harmless, persistent dizziness or feeling lightheaded out of nowhere could be your body's way of telling you something more serious is going on. When your heart isn't pumping blood effectively, your brain might not get enough oxygen, leaving you feeling faint, unsteady, or like the room is spinning. It's not just an annoying sensation, it's a red flag you shouldn't ignore. For example, you might feel this way while doing something as simple as walking up the stairs, or even when you're just sitting at your desk. Maybe you've brushed it off as dehydration or stress, but if it keeps happening, especially alongside other symptoms like chest discomfort or shortness of breath, it's time to pay attention. So, what should you do if you feel dizzy? First, don't panic. Sit down immediately to avoid falling or injuring yourself. Take a few deep breaths and try to stay calm. If the dizziness passes quickly and you know you haven't eaten, drunk enough water, or slept well, it might just be a temporary issue. But if it lingers or keeps coming back, don't wait. Talk to a doctor. Your body is incredibly smart, and dizziness is often its way of saying, hey, something's not right here. By listening to these signals and acting on them, you could be taking a small but powerful step toward protecting your heart health. Remember, it's always better to check and find out it's nothing than to ignore it and regret it later. 7. Pain in the back or shoulders. Let's talk about one of the more unexpected warning signs of a heart attack: pain in your back or shoulders. Most of us wouldn't immediately connect this kind of discomfort to our heart, right? It's easy to brush it off as something minor, like sleeping in the wrong position or overdoing it at the gym. But here's the thing: pain or pressure in your upper back or shoulders can actually be your body's way of telling you that something isn't quite right with your heart. This pain might feel dull, like an ache that lingers, or it could feel sharp and sudden, catching you off guard. Sometimes it's not even pain in the traditional sense. It might just feel like an unusual heaviness or pressure in your upper back or between your shoulder blades. For women, this symptom is especially common and can sometimes show up without the classic chest pain we often associate with heart attacks. So, how do you know when to take this seriously? Pay attention to when the pain occurs. If it comes on suddenly, gets worse with activity, or is accompanied by other symptoms like shortness of breath, nausea, or lightheadedness, it's time to act. Don't wait. Call for medical help right away. And here's an important tip: listen to your gut. If something feels off, don't second-guess yourself. It's always better to get checked out and find out it's nothing than to ignore it and risk a serious situation. Remember, your body is incredibly smart. It's trying to communicate with you. On a practical note, if you're experiencing back or shoulder pain that seems unrelated to your heart, it's still worth taking care of yourself. Stretch regularly, maintain good posture, and avoid carrying heavy bags on one side of your body. But most importantly, don't ignore persistent or unusual pain, especially if it's combined with other symptoms. Your health and peace of mind are worth the effort. 8. Mild chest discomfort. Let's talk about something that many people tend to brush off: mild chest discomfort. You might feel a slight pressure, tightness, or even a strange heaviness in your chest. It's not the kind of pain that makes you double over or rush to the hospital. But it's there, lingering, and easy to ignore. Maybe it feels like indigestion after a big meal, or a dull ache that comes and goes. But here's the thing: even this mild discomfort can be your heart's way of whispering that something isn't quite right. For example, you might feel it when you're climbing stairs or carrying groceries, and it fades once you rest. That's a red flag. This could be a sign of angina, which happens when your heart isn't getting enough oxygen-rich blood. And while it's not a full-blown heart attack, it's often a warning sign that one could be on the horizon. So, what should you do? First, don't panic. Pay attention to when it happens and what makes it better or worse. Does it show up during physical activity? Does it go away with rest? Write it down. It's important information for your doctor. And if it's paired with other symptoms like shortness of breath, dizziness, or pain in your shoulders, neck, or jaw, don't wait. Get it checked out right away. Remember, your body is always trying to communicate with you. Even mild discomfort is worth investigating. Think of it as your heart asking for a little extra care and attention. By listening to these subtle cues, you're taking a powerful step toward protecting your health and ensuring your heart keeps beating strong for years to come. Take action. Today, when it comes to your heart health, the most important thing you can do is take action. Starting right now. Don't wait for a wake-up call or a what-if moment. Your heart is working for you every second of every day, and it deserves your attention and care. The good news? Small, simple steps can make a big difference. First, start by listening to your body. If something feels off, whether it's mild chest discomfort, unusual fatigue, or shortness of breath, don't ignore it. These aren't just random annoyances, they're your body's way of asking for help. Make it a habit to check in with yourself. How are you feeling? Are you giving your heart what it needs to thrive? Next, take a look at your daily habits. Are you moving enough? Even a 20-minute walk around your neighborhood can boost your heart health and lift your mood. Are you eating foods that fuel your body? Try adding more colorful fruits and veggies to your meals. They're not just good for your heart, they're delicious too. And don't forget about sleep. A well-rested heart is a happy heart, so aim for 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep each night. Finally, don't underestimate the power of regular checkups. Seeing your doctor for routine blood pressure, cholesterol, and heart screenings is one of the best ways to catch potential issues early. Think of it as giving your heart a tune-up, just like you do for your car. Taking action doesn't have to mean overhauling your life overnight. It's about making small, consistent choices that add up over time. And remember, you're not alone in this journey. Whether it's reaching out to a healthcare professional, leaning on loved ones for support, or even just watching videos like this to learn more, you're already taking a step in the right direction. So, let's start today. Your heart will thank you for it. As we wrap up, I want you to remember one simple truth. Your heart is the engine that keeps you going, and it deserves your attention and care. Recognizing the signs of a potential heart attack isn't just about knowing the symptoms. It's about valuing your health and taking action when your body is trying to tell you something. Whether it's a mild chest discomfort, unusual fatigue, or even something as subtle as jaw or shoulder pain, every signal matters. These aren't just random inconveniences, they're clues that could save your life, or the life of someone you love. Taking care of your heart doesn't have to feel overwhelming. Start small. Choose a healthier meal today, take a walk after dinner, or spend a few minutes practicing deep breathing to ease stress. And don't underestimate the power of regular checkups. A simple conversation with your doctor can uncover risks you might not even be aware of and give you the tools to prevent problems before they start. Most importantly, don't wait for a wake-up call to prioritize your health. Make the choice today to listen to your body, to act on those subtle signs, and to create habits that support your heart. You have the power to make a difference in your own life, and it starts with the decisions you make right now. Remember, your heart works tirelessly for you, every minute of every day. Isn't it time you return the favor? Take care of it, and it will take care of you for years to come. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to support our channel. Turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any of our future content. Your support means the world to us. See you in the next video.